Hey guys, so I really don't have a lot of time right now, and I didn't do a quick setup or anything because this video kind of just came to me. And I know that I originally said that this was gonna kind of be a music-y, artsy channel. It just isn't working out that way. I knew I should have put a label on it, but that's okay. Not to say that those things won't come on later, but right now there's just a lot of things on my mind. There's a lot of things I want to talk about, a lot of things that I want to touch base on. So one of the big things, this has actually been something that I have had a lot on in the past couple years, probably since I was like 18 or 17 or 18, probably 18. I started following a lot of Tumblrs on self-love, a lot of chubby girls and fat girls and whatever you want to call it. Fat people, really. It's guys too. But I think that for guys it's different because it's different because you see a lot of um, actors and even some musicians that are like heavyset guys, and somehow it's just more acceptable. It's not as acceptable if you're a female and you're overweight, whether you are on what people consider chubby or if you're considered obese or fat. I've always thought fat was an ugly word, and it is. It's just fat. When you hear it, you're like, ugh, gross. When you use it, it's harsh on the lips, on the teeth, on the tongue. Like it's an ugly word. It's a rough word, and it's got a lot of bad rep. Basically, it's got a bad rep. That word, obese, overweight, heavy. They all have bad connotations, but in later years, nowadays, you see more heavy-set girls on TV. You see more. I know Adele had some things going on about her being overweight, and she didn't really care. She's like, I'm doing my thing. We have Rebel Wilson, who was just in. I had the movie too, and I can't remember what it's called. Pitch Perfect. She was in Bridesmaids with Kirsten Dunst, and she's done some other things. You probably know if you Google her, you'll know who I'm talking about if you don't know her name. There's the other one, I can't remember her name. She was in Bridesmaids. I think Bachelorette. Rebel Wilson was in Bachelorette. Bridesmaids with the other heavy set. I can't remember her name, but she's got the TV show now. I can't remember her name, but but that's another thing. Is those are actresses, but they're taken. They aren't. I don't know if they're taken as seriously as they should be. They do a lot of comedy because it's okay to laugh at a fat girl. It's okay to make fun of a fat girl. And even in Pitch Perfect, they say, "Oh, you call yourself Fat Amy?" She goes, "Yeah." So Twig bitch is like, "You don't do it behind my back." And that's kind of how people are these days, and I just don't think that's how it should be. Being heavy is hard. I've been overweight my entire life, for as long as I can remember. I think when I was in like preschool, I was thin, but after that, I got big. And I was made fun of when I was younger. I really don't get made fun of so much anymore. I'm older. I have more self-confidence. And because ever since I was 18, I'm into these kind of like fat pride and body love and self-image and those kind of things, I've gotten more self-confident. I've gotten more self-esteem. And I love myself a little bit more. It's still a journey, and I'm still on this journey, and there's still things that I'm uncomfortable with. There's still things that are hard for me. And I know there's a lot of girls out there, and that's kind of why I wanted to make this video, because I'm not some big name here. The most people that watch my videos are my friends and friends of friends, and that's kind of who's been my main audience. But if you come across this video and you see I'm just some regular girl here on this internet, on the interwebs, and it's okay to be fat. It's okay to be heavy. It's okay. It really is. There's a project that I just found out about today on my little looking around venture on the internet today. We all know the It Gets Better campaign about bullying and stuff like that. I've seen a couple different takes on it. But there's one that a girl is doing now. It's called It Gets Fatter. It Gets Fatter. And I think that is amazing. Because it's about self-love. It's about being okay with being you and saying, you know what, I'm fat and you can either love me or suck my wiener, whatever. And that's awesome because, you know, it's okay to be healthy. It's okay to go to the gym. It's okay to eat healthy. But, you know, it's not okay to work out until you pass out. It's not okay to not eat, you know. It's not healthy to have an eating disorder. I know the people out there do. I know a lot of heavy girls that are thin now because they've had eating disorders because, you know, they listen to all those, take this pill and you'll lose all your weight and so on and so forth. And it's just not, it's not true. Bodies, people come in many different shapes and colors and heights and everything. Like, we're all different, and that's okay. We don't all have to look like those models on TV. We don't all have to fit into this mold that they've made for us. That, fuck society. Who cares? Like, damn the man and all that shit. Like, who cares? The biggest point to all of this is you have to love yourself. You have to love yourself. You can't, it doesn't matter. You know, if you have friends who love you and you know, you have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever it is that you have, and they love you and they care for you, that's good. But that's also not to say, because I don't like when girls say, I never loved myself until my boyfriend loved me. That shouldn't matter either. You should love yourself first. That is the key to relationships, and that's a whole different video, but you have to love yourself before anyone will love you. That's kind of a harsh thing to say, but really you have to love yourself. You have to say, fuck everybody, I love me. If you love me, awesome. If you don't love me, I don't need you around. You don't need to, I don't need you. And that's the biggest thing. When I was growing up, I was told that I was fat, that I had to lose weight, that I had to do things differently, that I was unhealthy, that nobody was ever going to love me, that nobody was going to want to be my friend because I was a fat slob, and among other things, that was a big focus when I was growing up. Even today, my grandmother still tells me, you're getting fat, or you're gaining weight, and you should stop. And my parents always try to get me on diets, and my mom, bless her heart, I don't really talk to her, but she, when we had some kind of relationship, she had me on a 1,200 calorie diet, and I believe I was like 12 years old, maybe 13 almost. And, you know, yes, we want to be healthy. America is on this kick about going green and saving the environment and being healthy and eating good and exercising and getting out, and that's important. You need to be healthy because you want to live a long, happy life. But if you're fat and you like that, that's all that matters. And it shouldn't be so much of a, you have to be skinny, you have to be a size 0, you have to wear these things, you can't have a stomach, and your butt can't be too big, and if you have cellulite, you're gross, and if you have stretch marks, ew, that's disgusting, and if you have a double chin, then that's gross, and all this other stuff. That's not how it should be. What it should be is you should be healthy, and you need to love yourself first. And that's all there should be to it. There shouldn't be anything else besides that. Like I said, I don't have a lot of time. This was like, spur of the moment, I was like, fuck, I gotta get this out of my mouth. I gotta say something right now, oh my god. So, it's a little rushed. And you can see my vacuum cleaner, and that's kind of gross. But, you gotta love yourself. Be who you want to be, and fuck the haters, and fuck anybody that tries to tell you that you can't be who you want to be. Fuck that shit. Fuck it. Just, those were punches, I don't know what I was doing. Love yourself first. And be positive. No fat shaming, and no slut shaming. If you want to, that's another video, but if that's what you want to do, that's your life. We all need to love each other and love everybody and fucking, like, cool. That's what this is about. Being the best you that you can be. Anything that I've stated here, whether it be the Tumblrs that I follow or any kind of material you want to know, I'll try to leave some links below, but no promises because my brain doesn't really work all the time. And if you are curious about wanting to love yourself, look at these things and understand that there are so many women and some men who used to hate themselves and have come to learn that it's okay to be fat and it's okay to be heavy, that people will love you just because you're you, and that's all that matters. And if you're one of my friends and you're watching this and you are intrigued, understand that you can come to me and I am very open, and you all should know that talk to me about anything and I'm more than willing to help you, lead you in the right direction. But I want everyone to know, my friends, family, people I don't know, I love you. I really do. I love each and every one of you for you. Not because you are a size 0, not because you're a size 18, not because you have blonde hair or brown hair, if you eat cakes every day or if you eat celery every day. I love all of you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's another long one, but it's worth it. And again, check the links below. I'm going to try to put some stuff up there for you guys. And just remember, love yourself. And I will talk to you guys later. Mwah. Bye. Speaking of self-love, get yourself a pet. They'll love you no matter what. They don't give a shit what you look like. Look at my baby. Look at my baby. This is Oreo. And she is my baby. Yes. Yes. Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You gonna jump off the table? You gonna jump off the table? Oh, nope, you're running away.